Hey, T-Love here. This is the first devlog for this top-down action roguelike that I'm making. In this video I'm going to be explaining the main concept of the game and showing the first week of development. And I'm going to be focusing on the main mechanics like the reward, item systems, player controller, and other things like enemies will have separate videos. So the main idea of the game is you fight waves of enemies in a single room, and after defeating a wave, you get rewards like chests or heals. I'm trying to keep the scope of the game small since this is only my second large project. So anyway, let's get right into development. So on day one of development, my main focus was to make the player controller and some basic enemies. So that's all I did. I made a player controller with some basic attacks, and I made some basic enemies that move towards the player and take damage from the player's attacks. On day 2, I made a basic wave system, the player's HP system, and I gave the player a dodge roll, because all good roguelikes should have it. Then I added the first reward, the campfire. You have a chance to get it after defeating a wave, and it heals the player by 20 HP. Then I started thinking of what the chest would drop, and I thought of 3 main rewards: relics, weapon mods, and items. Relics give an ability, like healing mushrooms that spot on the ground, or orbs that rotate around the player. Weapon mods change your attack, add more projectiles, make you shoot faster, and so on. And finally, items. There are 2 types of items: conditional and constant. Conditional items only give an effect once a certain condition is met, and constant items give a constant effect that is usually weaker than the conditional effects. On day 3, I added the first relic, Relic of Orbit. It adds orbs that rotate around the player. And then I thought of a way the player could equip relics, pedestals. The player gets a relic from a chest, then brings it over to one of the 3 pedestals and equips it, getting the effect of the relic. After that, I came up with the idea of upgrading relics. You bring it over to the workbench and upgrade it by spending scrap, which is obtained by scrapping relics at the scrapper. Upgrading and scrapping a relic both take 5 seconds, and that makes for a cool system. The player would get a relic after defeating a wave, and would have 30 seconds to either scrap it, upgrade it, or equip it. And because scrapping and upgrading takes up time, you wouldn't have enough time to upgrade more than 1 or 2 relics. On day 4, I started adding the workbench and scrapper, and added 2 new relics, healing mushrooms and crate of bombs. When the shrooms are equipped, healing mushrooms spawn in random locations, and when they are picked up, they heal by 5 HP. And when the crate of bombs is equipped, bombs spawn in random locations, and when they explode, they deal damage to enemies. On day 5, I finished adding the workbench and scrapper, and I added the new relic, auto attack relic. It automatically shoots a projectile at the nearest enemy. So yeah, that's all I did this week. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm planning on releasing the next devlog in a week or so, and until then, bye.